standing in his sunroof while driving his Cadillac down I-40.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you?
Hello, everyone, and welcome to my channel. I'm Reina Creole, and of course, this is the Welcome to Florida show where we have fun, laughing, poking fun at, learning about the second craziest state in the union. And I always have so much fun with you guys, especially here with my co-host Culture Casino. How are you doing, my dear?
I'm good. I'm wearing my Hogwarts shirt.
I see. Is that the Hogwarts alumni shirt?
Yes, it is.
Like all the houses on
I
it?
got the houses on here. I'm good.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, a little school spirit.
Yes.
Ministry of Magic is coming right along, folks.
I've seen. Have you've been looking at the pictures
peeking.
from Bio Reconstruct?
I've been peeking.
Yeah, it is, man. It is coming along. That's coming along. Nintendo Land is it. Man, they've got the pedal to.
I'm loving me some Universal. I'm loving me some Universal.
Excited. I've literally started scouting out spots where I can take video and pictures to kind of show you guys how they're building, the park up and everything. So yeah, I'm already picking out spots to like peek over and look. This is the absolute first time I've ever seen a theme park built from the bottom up that I've been, living in the same area as that. So exciting stuff. Dude, when you go to Universal, man, there's so much Hogwarts swag.
We were talking about that this morning, right? On my stream on the Sunday Culture View. You were busy, doing you.
Yeah.
Awesome stuff. But no, we were talking about the fact that there's a difference when you go to Universal. Right. I mean, the merchandise still sells. The Harry Potter stuff is still popular. Everything that comes out around this, even a few of the items from the really weird Grindelwald series of noodleness is still selling, although I don't know why. But I mean, everybody's buying robes and everything. Then you go to Disney and you see fewer princesses in princess dress. You see fewer people buying merch. The merch is less appealing. And you've got nobody, and the only merch that's moving is the old Star Wars stuff or the older merch. It's not any of these new fangled garbage time stuff that nobody's buying.
No, it's like art from Art of Disney, and usually the old school, arts and art and prints. You've got like some of the figurines, and like you were saying, Culture, all the old school stuff. Even, I mean, I know I have a mini ear problem, but I haven't bought any new mini ears for like about 9 or 10 months. And the pair that I just bought is actually from Loungefly, not from Disney.
That's the other thing, right? It's everybody but Disney's making the good stuff. Like Loungefly bags, those are becoming wildly popular. Even the Doonies are starting to fall off, right? The Disney Doonies, those bags are starting to fall off. And so people are buying Loungeflies like crazy.
Loungeflies are collectible. The detail that they put into them is just insane. Like I have a Oogie Boogie Loungefly, which no, you cannot buy it anymore. It's glow in the dark. So when you open it up, it's got like the print inside is like all the little bugs and stuff.
I love it
from it. It's
genius,
just amazing,
right? It's like all those little details that you used to be able to find in actual Disney merch is now gone.
Exactly.
And it's some of it's because they started to steal from Etsy creators. Yeah. And then so they lost a lot of creativity. It's like, oh well, everybody else is doing this work, so we're going to get rid of these people and just copy this stuff. Just bad.
I tell you, it's something else. I mean, one of the things that I love is showing people how to get, especially this Disney merch, ahead of time. Like this shirt here, glow in the dark, $12.99 from Target.
Wow.
Yeah. And Walmart has some of the best Disney
that whole
swag.
Disney Walmart section is crazy. Yeah.
It is nuts. I tell people go there first,
Hey,
get all your stuff, and it's
L-
amazing the creativity.
Lorena, Mark also has a question. Do you have a PO box or anything like that?
Um, I'm working on I used to have one.
Because I know people who want to send you stuff. So.
I used to have one. I'm working on getting a different one. So I will have to let you all know when I get that started back up again. So I most certainly will. That's one of my end of the year things that I'm planning to do. So thank you, Mark Daly, for that $10 super chat. I so do appreciate it, my dear. Thank you so much for you guys supporting my channel that way. Breaking off a piece of my coming hurricane bonus. Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Congrats on that bonus. I
Yeah.
wish it wasn't because of the weather, but
Yeah.
it is what it is. Got your show in the background while I work the mountain of Ian claims.
Yeah, the
Oh,
claims
okay.
department at the insurance companies are busy, busy, busy.
I'll bet. I'll bet. Well, thank you, Mark Daly, so much. And hopefully this will make time go a little bit faster and those claims get worked off a bit
Yeah.
more quickly. And Scott Westbrook, another fellow Floridian and a channel member, thank you so very much, my dear. Says, can't stick around long tonight, but I'll catch the replay tomorrow. Well, thank you.
Look at that feline.
Thank you. And it's so cute. It looks like Professor X yeah, I'm talking about you.
Mm. Yeah, Scott was actually at my Sunday morning show today.
Oh,
It was good to
okay.
see Scott. And Scott, I think, gifted some membership. So thank you for that again.
Oh,
We have this just amazing crossover community. I'm so thankful for.
we do, and it's
Mm.
absolutely amazing. Thank
Yeah.
you, Scott, and thank you, Mark Daly, so much for those super chats. I tell you, you guys help keep the lights on. You help, improve the equipment, studio, all that stuff. You guys are amazing. So thank you. And let's see. I saw George Lucas was here, and then when I started up the StreamYard, it missed him. So hello, George Lucas. Thank you so much for those pair of eyes I
Hey,
saw as a
George.
first comment. And let's see, hail to Jerry Mendoza. We got Culture Casino saying greetings, friends. We've got Dad Man Walking says welcome to the greatest state in the union, but not for college football this year. LOL. Oh, man.
Oof. You see Tennessee beat Alabama too.
What?
Yeah.
And to add insult to injury, I think New York beat Tampa Bay.
Oh.
I was not thrilled by that.
Hey, everybody.
It's
Yeah,
all
Jerry
right.
Nose is here. Look at all these
Right.
wonderful
All
crossover.
these amazing people.
Yeah.
Snorted Poopus, Polar Bear from Pinellas County says, and before I forget, Pinellas County for the win. You know what? We are going to be announcing pretty soon when we are going to have the next Florida Man bingo.
Oh, that's right. But it's got to be when I get back. It got to be
Yeah,
after before.
yeah. It's the
Yeah.
last 2 weeks of
It'll be busy for me.
October. Yeah, first week November is kind of like crazy, but we are going to work on that as usual. We got giveaways for you, a couple of special giveaways I'm working on too. So keep an eye open for that. And CJ, my thumbnail guy, is here. He says, hail to all Higher Culture Casino boss, Dad Man, Snort Poopus, and Jerry. Good seeing ya. Keely Chow is here. Hello, and roll tide, roll tide.
I lost on Jeopardy. Am I echoing?
No, it's not fine.
Okay. All right.
Not
Okay,
fine. It's not fine. And let's see, Goof R35, guy from Living Dead. Barbara, they're coming for your wallet, Barbara. Okay, I have to laugh at that, and here's the reason why. If you saw my live stream on Saturday, which was so much fun at Universal, Scooby-Doo and the gang actually waved to the camera while we were there. You guys got to see the horror makeup show that is at Universal. And apparently the person they picked out of the audience, her name was Barbara.
Oh, wow.
So there were so many Night of the Living Dead jokes while she was on stage. That's a fun freaking show to go to. I love it. I love it. And let's see, Tom Jr. Jackson is here. Hello, says hello all. Hello to see you, and thank you for being a channel member. all you channel members. We had a great time catching up and also watching. It's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. So we had a fun watch party with that. So thank you guys so much for being here. Apologies Minion is here. He says, hello all. Hello, hello, hello to you. Hello to you. Tina Bojan is in the chat. It says, good evening, friends. Well, hello, my dear. Every time I see Tina, I remind myself that I have yet to hang up my mini ears. I have to display my mini ears. She gets my addiction. Bonzo Kilborn says, Lorena Creole, what's the first craziest state? That would be California.
That's true.
That would be California. Absolutely. Absolutely. And hello, Battle Him 63. Another channel member says morning or whatever it is. It's okay. You're here. You're with us. It's cool. It's cool. Well, thank you so much. I get so many compliments on this lip color. Thank you very much. Thank you. Call it my Guinan from Next Gen lip color. And let's see. I think we got everyone. Yes, Target, the Target department store.
Yeah.
You want to get, pop culture t-shirts.
Yeah.
Disney t-shirts, that is the place to go. $12, like 12 to 13 bucks.
Yeah, the one off of Rolling Hills Boulevard right outside of Animal Kingdom has a huge department for both Disney and Universal stuff. So yeah, keep an eye out for that. Super Target anyway.
Yes. Hey, Dylan says, hey, Reina and Culture. Well, hello to you. Hello to you. D Nice Gamer is here. Good seeing you. Good seeing you. All right. I love that avatar. Dragon Master 360 says, yay, Alabama finally lost.
That's rough.
Woo. Forbidden Ruin is here. It says, Steelers. I give y'all that. I got much respect for the Steelers. I really do. Superman, if he wasn't scared of green rocks. Hello. Says I'm running some errands, so have a few minutes, and I just wanted to drop by and say a hail. Well, I'm so glad you dropped by.
That's one of the Legion. In fact, that is one of the founders of the Legion Amoebers.
Legion Amoebers. You guys are nuts, especially when y'all get the Dark Council.
And they have merch now. They have their own merch, their own channel. They've been doing their own live streams. Yeah, they're hysterical. They've been killing it. And the Dark Council memes, they meme everybody and everything, and it's fantastic. So watch out, Lorena. You could get memed up.
I did. They turned me into a dude. I mean, I would date me. It's good.
Wow. All right. Hello.
They did a good job.
You're like, damn, I'm hot.
I love you guys. You guys are Legion of Memers. You guys have us cracking up on the Dark Council. Secretly, I look forward to when y'all meme.
I know
it's gonna be a good time. Yeah. Hey, ooh, she's geeky. Is that Green Bay and then an orange?
Yeah.
LOL, that game was freaking nuts. Oh, I bet it is. Bet it was. Dr. Dragon says, did someone say Disney? LOL. I just wanted to say that to take a page out of Raging Rhino's book.
Yeah.
But good evening to you both. Well, hey, Dr. Dragon. Good seeing you here. Lance Corporal Waffles is here. Pod Racing Palpatine, haven't seen in a while. Says, hello there, free people of the First Galactic Empire. Hello to Pod Racing Palpatine. So good to see you, my dear. Always a treat seeing you. Always a good seeing you. John Self says, many ears are an addiction, many experience. I'm telling you, it's like I'll go in and look. Although I'm very, 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 very picky because lately
you're a little more judicious about your purchases.
Yes, I am. I am because one, I know it's an addiction, and two, I want ears that are not worn by everyone. So I like to be a little different. That blings its minds. Wait till you see the pair I got from Loungefly. They're like fall colors, and their sequins is like fall colors. It's like ombre. It goes from like orange, it goes from like yellow to orange to red. It's flipping gorgeous.
Nice.
Gorgeous. And I wait to get it. That's my one mini ears for the rest of the year, but I already have a pair of winter ones that are back ordered on box lunch. So
Oh,
yeah. They sent me a coupon.
a coupon?
That's the other thing. Loungefly and box lunch, they will send coupons. Yes,
Save
I
you
can
money.
do it.
Yeah.
Ooh, she's geeky. Says this is probably off topic, but I loved your She-Hulk finale video, and I agree with you. I'm also done with the MCU. Well, thank you so much for watching that. And that was the quickest, I think, review of She-Hulk I've ever done, and I was just done. So I'm glad you enjoyed it. I really do. Yeah, I'm done. I will be a critic, but I'm no longer a fan. Hey, KRNet82 says, hello, everyone. Well, hello to you. Hello to you. Good seeing you. Oh, I'm pretty sure I skipped you, Dragon Master 360. I'm sorry if I
Don't
did
skip Dragon
that.
Master. Come on.
That's a shame. I usually say hello.
Hello.
Hello. Thank you. Well, I'm sorry about that. I don't like it when I miss people. I don't like it when I miss people. Yeah, Fatal gets the worst of those memes, man. He does. He does. He's so unbelievable.
Fatal's a cool dude, just
He
so y'all
is.
know.
He is. Go Big Orange. LOL. I'm a Tennessee fan. Don't hate me too much.
That's cool.
Nah, that's all good.
No, man, I like
That's all
I love
good.
the SEC. Good football. Good
It's all
football.
good. What about Hello Kitty ears? That's I okay. Once a year, I allow myself to go ham in the Hello Kitty store, and that's usually right around my birthday.
Oh boy.
So the Hello Kitty ears are on the list for
Okay.
the birthday, the birthday shopping excursion. And I just burn it
CJ.
down. I just burn it down. Let's
Oh,
see.
John got at you today. Yeah, and sorry, I'm just looking at the chat.
Huh? Oh,
John-
yeah. What about that? Oh, by the way, the Hello Kitty store is still there. I haven't seen any evidence. I'm working on the video. Haven't seen any evidence that it's going anywhere. But yes, I would. I would totally buy Slytherin mouse ears because Mickey's a Slytherin. I'm totally convinced of that. See, I hate it when I miss people too. That's why I recently upgraded the scope of my sniper rifle. CJ, you're not right. Hey, Darth Plato. Good to see you. Good to see you. Well, folks, there's 25 of you folks in here between YouTube and Twitch. And you know how we always kick things off here. We kick things off, of course, with our meme ability going on. So here we go. Yes. The weather is not getting quite cooler yet, but there's Halloween stuff about, and we do things a little differently down here in Florida, of course. So, yeah, you know it's fall in Florida when the license plate colors begin to change. Yes.
Not leaves, license plate.
License plates, because the leaves don't turn here. Once you get south of Jacksonville, leaves don't turn. So, I'm in Target, I'm looking around, and I'm like, where the heck are all these out of state and Canadian license plates?
White and blue.
Yes, they start showing up. So it's like, yeah, snowbirds are coming back to their houses down here. And yeah, interesting time. And pretty soon their visiting relatives will will follow. Of course, which leads to all types of headaches, migraine, hypertension, stress, and snowbird traffic. You've got people trying to get used to how the darn traffic patterns are down here, and how you don't turn on your hazard lights when it's raining. and forgetting where stuff is. So, in addition to tourist traffic, we have snowbird traffic. That's down here during the Quebecers. They're the ones that drive on the shoulder of the road still down here. Hey, the Gothic Knight.
They're also the people that pull over in a rainstorm and put their blinkers on.
That too.
Yeah.
That too. It's interesting.
But
Interesting.
I get that headache, by the way.
Which one? The migraine headache? I know I get that.
I get those and the hypertension and the stress, but I also get the snowbird one.
Yeah, the snowbird one. That's when I start saying things that
damn those Quebecers.
Not very ladylike. Bless your heart. You can't drive because you can't see over the dashboard. Okay, yes, holidays are different in Florida. They are. They really, really are. If you are like, how would I say this? Like all the Northerners, we don't really know that the seasons have changed until we walk into the likes of, say, Michael's and we see like all the fall decorations like there and at Walmart, and then we buy them all and then decorate the house. That's how we can tell. Because right now it is, let's see, it was like 90 degrees today.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not getting cold. It's supposed to get cold next week. Supposedly. So we'll see what happens. Hey, Christian Delorme says, bonsoir, ma belle reine Creole et casino. Bonsoir, monsieur. Good to see you. Good to see you. If you can't see in the rain, pull over and wait. That's what some people do, put their hazard lights on. But it's like, well, we don't have polite rain down here. Shoot, it goes sideways and all over the place. Hello, Barry says hello from New England and 53 degrees. Ooh. 53 isn't too bad. When it's in the 50s, I enjoy my coffee on my patio. Yeah, and watch everyone else walk by in puffer jackets. I'm on the patio with like a light blanket and my coffee. Like, this is great. This is great weather. Define cold, 75 degrees. For Floridians, that is cold. For them, that is cold. 70 to 75 degrees. You know, kind of how that goes. And this, oh God, I have to do this on my porch. I have to. I'm going to get flamingos, pink flamingos, and little plastic skeletons, and I'm going to pose them like this.
I love that. That's perfect.
I flipping love that.
That's perfect.
Oh, man. I love the Florida memes group on Facebook. I never would have thought of this until I saw it. The first thing my chicken tender pub sub sees when I unwrap it. I had to put something in there from Publix because, man, those pub subs are delicious. And the snowbirds are now starting to invade the Publix and just be amazed at what they see. I think I heard a comment saying it's kind of like a little Wegmans. I'm like, yes, it kind of is. Oh, instead of horses, they ride flamingos.
Yeah. Yep. Now, see, if those are glow in the dark and the flamingos light up, that'd be rad at night.
Oh, heck yeah. Giddy up, flamingo.
Giddy up.
Dragon Master 360 says, we see those flamingos being ridden by skelly bros. I'll take your entire stock.
I want them all.
I'll take them all. I'll take the whole lot. Pennywise would run away if he saw what he had to deal with in Florida. Pennywise is no match for Florida, man. They're just not. I love the memes, how they run away from Florida, man. Yep, when it's 97 degrees outside, but you want to do Halloween. It is just hard to like get into that fall state of mind when it's still flipping hot out here, though. Although I have not seen a jack-o'-lantern made out of a watermelon, though. That's truly a Florida
That
thing.
looks kind of yummy.
Yeah, I would totally eat that.
I bet you that rots fast and brings a lot of bugs.
Yeah, it's the four horsemen of seasonal migration.
There you go. Kinda. That's true.
I mean, right here.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh man. Let's see. You will hate it when the snowbirds discover Publix fried chicken. That will be weeks before it's back in stock.
Yeah, gonna be fighting them.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like they're about to bring the fried chicken out. Run, run, run. I love this one. Michael Myers on Facebook. Not sure what your plans are for Halloween, but if you're not too busy, my ex lives at 5510 Hickson Road in Jacksonville.
Wow.
Woo! There are so many memes of like people in Michael Myers costumes. They'll be out the beach, they'll be in the pool, taking their trash out. Apparently, that is a Florida thing to walk around like that. That's Michael Myers. It's just one of the craziest things, and I freaking love it. Jason, serious questions. Does anything scare you? Yes. What? Florida man. Holy bleep, me too. Oh,
Oh my.
what in the Polk County is going on here? I mean, we joke about Polk County, but dang it. Ah,
Damn Quebecers.
Publix should require Florida ID to shop at their deli.
Maybe they're gonna have to. We've been promoting them pretty hard, so that all the northerners and tourists are like, "I'm going to Publix." Listen to those two talking about Publix every
Yeah.
every time.
We heard you got bona fide hoagie bread in here. Really? I have to
Hoagie.
try it to see if that's, for real or not.
Yeah, just tell them Lorena and Culture sent you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm. Hey, Sherry Shirt says, hello, family. Good to see you, my
Good to
dear.
see you.
Good to see you. And yes, the snowbirds. Well, snowbirds, yeah, they're coming.
They're there. They're there already. They're
Yeah.
already there. They're there.
Mm.
Seriously, it's like the first week of October starts the mad migration.
And it's yeah.
You can get poutine at Disney Springs.
Yeah, I don't know how good it is. I've never tried poutine because it is too much dairy. I can't. I've seen actual poutine. I've smelled it when I've been in British Columbia.
Poutine is poutine no matter what it is, so it's still not my thing.
I can't. I can't risk the intestinal distress. Let's put it that way.
I imagine they may have poutine there, but you can get poutine in Disney Springs right by the
World of Disney.
World Disney, yeah.
Yeah. By the World of Disney. You can get it at the Canada Pavilion. I think
John Self says it's not bad in Disney Springs.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Hey, good to see you, John, by the way.
Yeah.
Hopefully I get to see you when we're down there for the big meetup visit stuff.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. British Columbia poutine is heresy. Oh, it is? Okay. I didn't know that. Like I said, I took one look at it and said that's on the short list of food.
George Lucas.
I can't eat. Lucas in the house? Lucas in the house. Hello. Hello. Yeah, I need this banner in my life. I really do. I'm gonna have to hunt this sucker down.
I actually think you can get that on Etsy, to be honest with you. I think somebody made them.
Ooh. Well, I need to find it. And I need to acquire it because it is
one week and 2 days. Now I'll be in Florida.
1 week and 2 days.
1 week.
I can't wait. It's gonna be too much fun. Yes, E. Clay Thomason, you are right.
John, I promise you, we've already crossed paths somewhere previously, and I will see you again.
I get back right after.
Yeah, right after the meetup. Yeah.
After meetup.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll
Yeah.
be. Well, I'll be.
Yeah, we'll see you again. When I'm there permanent, when we're permanently moved there, relocated, I'll be there quite a bit.
Mhm.
And I'm probably going to start a travel channel too once we get to Florida.
I think you should. Let's see. Okay, so folks, we have got 33 of you between Twitch and between
Tell your friends, tell your
YouTube.
neighbors, share the stream.
Yes, hit that thumbs up. So
Share the
we
dream.
are over here chatting. So I have to get this out the way to remind folks the channel meetup is going to be Saturday, October 29th at 10 a.m. at Everglades Donuts in Disney Springs. Everglades Donuts has beyond disrespectful donuts, kind of like Voodoo Donuts, but bigger.
They're good. I'll be there. I will be there. Plus, I'm gonna go to the Halloween thing over at SeaWorld. Y'all are gonna. I'm going crazy. Yeah, I'm gonna be. The boss and I are gonna be everywhere. So I got poker chips. If they show up in time, I got some other stuff that I'm gonna give away. It's gonna be good. Sorry, but I'm gonna show up at the channel meetup because I'm gonna bomb. I'm gonna bomb Lorena's thing. I'm gonna encroach.
It's gonna be fun.
So
I'm gonna have giveaways. I'm gonna have one of these. Gonna have one of these to give away. If you're a channel member, I've got a little something special for you. Got a couple of things, to just, give away to, folks who are coming to the meetup. So basically, we're gonna meet by where the picnic bench is on the AstroTurf. Hard to miss. It's right there in front of Everglades Donuts, Florida company. Amazing cold brew, amazing donuts. We're probably going to go live around 10:30. Have a great, absolutely great time. So hopefully we'll see you guys there. Absolutely. All right. So let's see. And I was just showing people, if you're going to Everglades Donuts, it's actually closest to the Orange parking garage.
Yeah.
That's where you want to park
at. It's open.
Shoot. Are they gonna do that phase thing where they only open the Lime?
They've been doing that.
Garage? Yeah. Crap. If they open the Lime garage, I'm gonna have to tell you guys the shortcut. How to get
still go to if you can park in Orange, It's just more better.
Yeah, because you walk right out and it's literally right there around the corner, and it's right there.
Mm-hmm.
So glad so many of you are planning to be there. This is going to be amazing.
It's going to be fun.
Great fun. Great fun time. Also, before I forget, Gatorland is reopening. Yes, they are reopening. I will be live streaming from Gatorland on the 22nd. We're going to be starting actually at 10:30 instead of 9 o'clock. They're having their Ghouls, Goblins, and Gators Festival for Halloween. So we're going to check that out as well. Just want to let you guys know that too.
John says recently they've been opening Orange at the same time as Lime, so it's not phased. So that's good to know.
Oh, okay. Yep. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
I can't wait. So you're going to be doing this on the 22nd?
22nd, I will be at Gatorland. Yes.
All right. I'm jealous.
Yes. So we're going to try to catch a show or two, see what the park looks like since they've done all that work, and see what cheesy Halloween stuff they got going on, and maybe ride the train too as well.
Come on, ride the train.
I don't think we've done the Gatorland train with cousin. I forget his name. I forget if it's a cousin or the uncle that runs the train, but yeah, it's a fun.
Hey, wait. So doesn't the Skunk Ape come out for both Halloween and Christmas?
Yes.
Ooh, I want to see what's happening with the Skunk Ape.
Yeah, Skunk Ape. He's a little shy, but he likes to come out. If he sees a camera, if he sees my camera, he will video bomb me. He likes to video bomb me while while I'm out there.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to Gatorland.
Yes, yes. I'm so glad. I drove by this morning. Looks like nothing happened.
Ah,
So
good for them.
so
That's a tough
glad.
recovery, man, and that's a family business. So good for them.
Yes. Yes. So I'm so glad they're back up and running. Cannot wait to visit. So, folks, we are going to get to our main topic for tonight.
Oh, Disney.
Let me show you guys one thing. Now, I'm at Disney Springs on Saturday. And I happened to walk through Disney Style, which is more curated than World of Disney, because that's kind of how my taste is. I like looking for the really, really different fashion forward Disney swag. So I'll usually go in there to look around. So I go in there and I see this sweater and I'm like, I swore I saw something like this in Walmart. So I went over
Yeah.
there to look. I pick it up and it's this thin, annoying, just a thin material, not bad for Walmart or whatever. Hey, theme park casual.
What's up?
And just for fun, I look at the price tag, $100. I said, you've got to be kidding me.
You know, I like nice quality stuff, right? Spend money on nice quality stuff. Stuff I know that's going to last, season after season for years. Right.
Right.
I got a lot of really nice Tommy Bahama stuff. I got some high-end Hawaiian shirts because, that's the kind of stuff I rock when I hang out with human beings. And when I check out the Disney quality of stuff that I am paying this kind of price for, it is garbage. You said you could read through this.
Yes, it was thin, just this. I mean, I would expect. But I shouldn't insult Walmart. I've seen better quality sweaters at Walmart for
Yeah,
like the
yeah.
price of
Your
this.
tweet says it's half the price at Walmart for better quality. That blows my mind. First of all, what's the point of a sweater that you can see through?
I mean, I get it if you want to do the summer sweater thing, which I understand. But even if you want to do the quote unquote summer sweater thing,
Mike,
it's still too expensive. Hey, Mike, it's still too freaking expensive for this. And again, like you were saying, culture, it's not like it's Tommy Bahama or something like that. This is a Disney cheaply made sweater that they have made over in China and they import over here. And it just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense to me. And this is something again that's been creeping up with the price increases. And it used to be when you would buy souvenirs, it's something that would be worth the money or have a good perceived value. I'll say again, case in point,
yeah,
many years. Okay. I remember when these were like 20 to 25
they
bucks.
were $15 a piece, $14.99 for you could get a set of ears walking in the door for $14.99.
You could. And then some of them, even when they did go up in price,
Yeah.
the detail was there. Like it was a
Yeah.
certain kind of fashion forward style that warranted the extra money. Or it's like, okay, I'll pay that because there's just no way I'm going to find another one like that. And it made sense. But once it's creeped up 25, 29, 39, 49, or if you get the Vera Wang ones, I think those are like 600 and some odd dollar. It's ridiculous. And it's nothing that has like imagination or something with it. Like I see a standard pair of mini ears and then I'll see a pair that's from Loungefly. You can tell which ones are the Loungefly ears. Like I think I showed either a video, I think I showed a short on my lifestyle channel. And I think that was a Loungefly pair. And it matched the Loungefly bag from Dumbo. And it had like the Dumbo ears, like the oh my gosh, who was the darn ringleader? I forget the character that was a ringleader, but it had like the ears and it was really sparkly and it looked like something straight out of the original Dumbo cartoon. Gorgeous. I think they were like 40, I think they were like $45, but it was something that was different. And you had people going over and looking at those a lot more than the bog standard ears. They were willing to pay more for something that looked distinctive. It literally looked like the glittery thing on the top of the Dumbo ride. It's exactly pretty much what it looked like. The coach ears are 500. I can't.
Why would you spend that kind of money? First of all, Coach is not all that special, and the material has gone downhill dramatically. Over the course of quite some, period of time. But yeah, and man,
I agree.
yeah.
I haven't bought a Coach bag in years. And even with the like I'm not a Dooney person at all either, but even that perceived value has just
Well,
gone down.
the Boss has like some of those really early, high quality. You can't find any more like Doonies, right? And yet the better bags now are the Loungefly bags, and they're way less money, and they have a lot of detail. We were talking about that a lot earlier.
A ton of detail. Like I have like my Yoda one that's back there. I've got a Oogie Boogie one
Ooh.
that glows in the dark. I've got a She-Ra one that I feel like I need security when I wear that one because people freak out when they see it with the detail that's on it, even like the rainbow straps that they have on it. I've got another Loungefly bag with mini ears that's just blingy all
And
over. It looks futuristic. It's just gorgeous. I mean, just the small details that they have on these Loungefly bags, and they're collectible. And these are like, well, they increased their price a little bit, like $85 to $90 a pop when you buy one, but it's a limited edition. They make a certain amount and then they're gone. And they're functional.
yeah.
They're functional. The pop culture value is just there, and people cannot flipping get enough of them.
No, they again, it comes down to the things that sell, the things that people value, and Tina talks about the fact. Yeah, Timothy Mouse.
Oh,
Thank you.
Timothy Mouse. Okay, Timothy Mouse. All right, because those ears, as soon as I saw them, that's who I thought of.
Yeah,
and I had to put them back because I had to step away.
step away from the shopping, Reina.
I had to step away because I had already bought some other Loungefly ears, but they were, oh my gosh, they were so pretty. They were so pretty, and I saw them and I looked at them, and I felt like I was watching the Dumbo cartoon all over again. Been about 5 years for me too. I have a 30-year-old Coach black letter bag I love. Quality has gone down. Yeah, it's crazy gone down. And yes, I'll stick with my Loungefly mini backpacks. I get more compliments from my Loungefly backpacks than anything else. But that's an independent company that just has a Disney license. And it's interesting to see how much Loungefly merchandise flies off the shelves. And like your Disney bags and everything, Coach bags or Dooney bags, they're pretty much there. But the Loungefly bags, they can hardly keep in stock. But yeah, Disney hikes their prices on almost everything at the theme parks. Now, granted, there used to be price increases every year,
but they were
not. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Culture.
No, they were just really small, right? It was a marginal percentage. Now it's quarterly that they're shifting prices dramatically, not a little bit. I mean, consider that there was an 18 to 33% increase from the time they closed because of the global crisis craptasticness that kept them closed for a couple months. That is dramatic. And then they just kept going up from there. We ended up with surge pricing. the park scheduling bullshit that should be gone, and all this other stuff that I'm like, you're out of your mind. You're out of your mind. And if you didn't have a pass and didn't continue to renew it, you can't get an annual pass right now. It's
No.
insane.
You can only get one if you're a Florida resident, and the pass that you get is the one that has all the blackout dates, including the weekends.
Right.
You can't get one like the pass that I have, because I have the sorcerer pass. They're not selling it. And people have asked. One lady had asked me in line. She was like, "Oh, well, you give an annual pass. You know, they sell those, right?" I said, "Not anymore." And she's like, "What?" I said, "No, they don't. They don't sell those anymore." But culture, like you were saying, the amount of the price increases that they have been doing is just, I've never seen it this insane before. Right? I cannot get in a pass now. Yeah, they shut down selling annual passes when they started them back up again. I think they stopped them like within 6 or 7 weeks. It wasn't that long, and they, and then they cut them out.
And it bothers me now, mind you. I'm one of those weird people that for almost my entire life I've had some form of an annual pass, either Disneyland or Disney World, or both. I've had the Premier Pass. I had the Premier Pass for years on end, which is both coasts, both sets of parks. Right now, it is more expensive for me to renew the pass that I have than it was for me to get the Premier Pass 4 years ago.
It's absolutely insane. I remember when I first bought an annual pass, I'm going to say like maybe 10 years ago when I got one. I think it was $500 for a park hopper pass. And a lot of people, because I lived in suburban Philly, a lot of people would do that. They would get like an annual pass because it would pay for itself.
It does,
for the whole
especially with
family.
discounts. Yeah, discounts.
Tables in Wonderland, you'd have that. And it was a pretty good deal. But now I think it's like up to close to, I think like $900 or something like that, which is way out of the budget for most people for a family. And it's just nuts. But like I said, I've never seen price increases this flippin' crazy now. And Dawn House says it's way too much planning. You can easily make mistakes if you do not know what you are doing. Yes, they are
right. And it's frustrating. It's frustrating. Look, Reina and I will work with anybody who wants to know how to go about planning one of these trips, right?
Yep.
But it is work. That's the problem. This went from being a vacation, right, where there was some planning involved, but you could still go, by the seat of your pants and still have a great time as long as you got there early and you kind of planned like ahead of time that day. You can't do that anymore. They actually are demanding you to plan your vacation before you even get on site months in advance. And mind you, if you plan a water park into your cycle and it rains that day, you're SOL because of the bologna sausage park pass craptasticness that they introduced. That really is just an artificial way to increase artificial scarcity, which is why they are destroying your opportunity to ride as many attractions as possible during the course of the day. This is done willfully. Phased openings, understaffing attractions, running them at less than full capacity. I can go on and on. But this is Disney's plan. It's how they're generating more revenue, utilizing this lightning lane crap and the Genie Plus craptasticness and everything. They are essentially anti-consumer now and anti-family. They are destroying a family vacation for you. You know what?
Totally.
Universal's not doing that.
No.
Take your money elsewhere.
I mean, it's like when you go to Disney, it's like, first of all, there's the darn lightning lane thing. You're funny, Terminus. The whole thing with the Genie Plus, I refuse to purchase. I absolutely refuse to purchase. And even getting there as early as I do, for you guys see the streams and everything, you get there's already 70, 80-minute wait for the Jungle Cruise. And then you go over to say Pirates of the Caribbean. More often than not, it is not open first thing in the morning. And that never used to happen.
Phased opening.
that never used to flip and happen. Over in the studios, Rise to the Resistance. How many times have we gone over there and the ride's been down the entire flipping day?
All the time.
All the time. All the time. Jeremy knows that Universal is increasing their prices. However, it's like the small increase due to inflation, you know? So their increase, it's not as draconian as Disney is with
Yeah,
them.
they the I anticipate like the cost of living increase on theme parks, right? Surge pricing, I think, is garbage because that doesn't serve anybody. And it's a lie because people, if they have a planned vacation and that's the only time they have vacation, all you're doing is exploiting the fact that this is when most people can take vacation.
Yes, especially the summer.
Yeah.
Especially the summer. Most families, they can only afford to go during the summer. I used to be amazed that people are like, "Oh yeah, we went to Disney for the spring." I'm like, "Oh, that's kind of interesting." You know, my parents couldn't get off from work until the summer, and that's the time where they would jack the prices up on stuff the most. And when you're trying to plan a trip like this, and it increases so much, it's like more that you have to save, and you're getting, less in return. It used to be you could sit down, because I used to do this, sit down, plan a whole trip, have my unofficial guide. You can sit down there, put things together, have a reasonably priced and planned trip. Now with Genie Plus, that's out of the window. Now with Lightning Lane, that's out of the window. Those two things that you have to pay for. And with this whole managing capacity thing, which is basically a data mining exercise, if you ask me, it's not about managing capacity. Every time I've gone to the Disney parks, it's been a crazy amount of people in there. So no, I really don't think
But
they're
again,
really
it's not
doing
really
it.
managing capacity, right?
Yeah, it's not.
It's artificial scarcity, which makes it seem more crowded, even when there's less people in the parks. That's the thing that frustrates me right now. If you know what the actual attendance numbers are going to be, and we'll be able to look at this in this year's theme report when it comes out. But when you take a look at it, those numbers will be down for each park, but it will seem like they're far more crowded. Why? Because more people are milling about because of the artificial scarcity. Fast Pass Plus, this is one of the reasons that I was one of the early people early on, going back a decade now. I was like, this is BS, and it's only going to create the opportunity for Disney to exploit their customers there and to make it a less visitor friendly opportunity. Because again, this is the way to create that artificial scarcity. Legacy Fast Pass was being removed so that there is no more first come first serve. It's just garbage.
It's horrible. It used to be that you could just show up there, get a fast pass, and pretty much get to do a good amount of rides per day. Now, unless you pay for like the Genie Plus or the Lightning Lane, you may not hardly get to ride anything, just because of how crazy the lines are. But even outside the lines, when you get to all of the items that they've just been increasing things on, of course, those are the ears that are there. Now, this one with the refillable mugs. So the refillable mugs, this is something that when I booked the package, which I don't think they do this anymore, and I had the dining plan, I actually got this refillable mug with it. So it used to be like $19 and you could fill it up for as long as you were staying. So I actually got my money's worth. My family got ours money's worth very, very quickly with using these. So it's no longer $19.99. I think it's like 22. I think that's what it is. I think it's like 20. Yeah, so it's like $22 from what it used to be.
Soda is very inexpensive, right? And way back in the day, and I still have one of the mugs that was a lifetime refillable mug, collector's souvenir mug. I got it at River Country. It actually has all the River Country stuff still on it. And they took away the lifetime somehow from me refilling that mug. I still am kind of frustrated by that, but yeah, $21.90, $22,
Mhm.
and I'm sorry, soda costs next to nothing, right? If you're going to sell this mug should be good forever. I mean, if you're going to charge that kind of money, and it pisses me off. It really does.
It's just insane that they charge it that way. That yeah, $22. So they bump the price up for that. Yeah, especially how the rides break down to, but will people stop going and paying? So far, it does not look that way. Right now, they're not. But once Disney starts pricing it to the point where some people will start like saying we're not going to go, that's when Disney will start rolling the discounts out to try and get people back. If I remember during the recession, I think in 2008, I was seeing discounts I'd never seen before with rooms, with free dining when the dining plan was actually worth something, and it included like all of your what is it? It included like all the tips and everything, so that was actually a pretty good deal, and the menu choices were really good. Now the dining plan is gone. I don't think that is ever, ever, ever going to come back. I mean, I really don't. I don't think that it is because they were kind of losing money with respect to the dining plan because they would much rather you order all a la carte than pay for the actual dining plan. Then of course there's the Disney Plus. Now you remember when you used to, let's say, book a hotel stay at Disney, and if your length of stay ran into the more expensive time of the year, you were able to keep the cheaper rate. They wound up changing that. So now there's this variable pricing. So depending on the day, it could cost you less, it could cost you more. So it's not the same anymore. Genie Plus used to be, I think, like $15. I've never used it. Used to be a $15 flat fee per person, right? Now they've changed it. So the price can change depending on the day. It can be $15. It can be up to $26. No, sorry, not 26. No, 22. Excuse me. 22. 22 per day. So depending on what day, that will actually cost you more. Of course, I am still tripping of the fact that it's like up $5 from what it used to be. And I think this only rolled out what, like last year?
Yeah, I mean again, this is all the stuff I predicted to all the pixie dusters from the people that I knew that were still working for Disney, right? That, once this NGE bullshit rolled out, this was always in the plan. But you had geniuses like Tom Staggs and Paul Pressler and fucking the giant asshats of, tearing down value. This was all their idea, and they were just moving it on down the road. And of course, you have a bean counter in the company now, and Chapek,
Mhm.
he's like, I need to make money somewhere, and we're destroying all of the value in our cinema and television products. So we better find a way to make money. Thank you, ESPN, and the theme parks, right?
Oh yeah, especially the theme parks, because that's where they're trying to push all of that merchandise. This is Dadman Walking. Hello, my dear. Says, unfortunately, I do not think I will ever go to Disney again. They have lost my business with their shenanigans. There's people who used to go like year after year after year. Some of them are just like, you know what, this is the last time we're going. Or some people are just like, we're one and done when it comes to Disney because it's just they're pricing people out. They've been nickeling and diming for I don't know how long, and the perceived value isn't there. But they're also hardy enough to think that people won't go elsewhere when they are going elsewhere, and I'll talk about that. I'll talk about that in a bit. I so don't care about Monsieur Paul restaurant. Have you ever been, Culture?
I don't know. No, not to this one.
Yeah, I've only been to Le Chef de France, and I wasn't really too impressed with that. So they've got that opened. They're talking about this for Disneyland, but the price of food, the price of food has gone up.
Yeah, I mean, consider that again, somewhere between 18 and 33% when they between the beginning of the global crisis and the time that they reopened, and then quarterly price increases. And you're gonna continue to see exactly what John just described. People, they're gonna keep exploiting it until
Hmm.
people stop buying it.
Oh yeah.
The problem is that that's a steep cliff that they don't understand. It's not a gradual slope where people will stop buying it. You've already reached the saturation point, I think. And as we get into full blown recession, and people, they actually say the word, which they're not going to do till after the election. We've
Hmm.
been in a recession for almost 3 quarters. They don't want to say that, right? Because an election. But once that's said, and people realize they have zero value for their money, that's a cliff, and they're there. They just, I mean, sorry, you're there. You're there. You're going to have a lot of people that'll never come back to Disney, at least not anytime soon, because
Yeah.
of these kind of practices. There's profiteering. That's the right word. Yeah.
Profiteer. I have sat down, like listened to people talk when I'm at the Disney parks, and they're glued to their phone. And that didn't used to happen. It's like, do we have a lightning lane? We have to go, get this so we don't lose it. We have to pay for this. We have to pay for that. I had one family say they really didn't want to pay for the lightning lane, but they wanted to make sure that they were able to ride Guardians of the Galaxy, family of 5, $17 a pop for the lightning lane is what they paid. They weren't too happy that they had to, pay that either. Some folks would just reach that point with just like, you know what, I'm done.
Well,
I'm done. I don't want to deal with it.
it pisses me off because you pay a full price entry that is supposed to entitle you to being able to experience the attractions in the park. They've now tacked on another ticket price for
Mhm.
all of those things. That's
Yeah.
bologna sausage.
It's nuts. It's nuts. Hey, Slytherin Hobbit said, I love the Disney parks, but we also decided not to go again. So sad. I mean, before I moved down here, I want to say, I think it was 2018 when I went to visit. And it was one of the worst Disney visits I've ever had. And I stayed at the Grand Floridian, um, not full price. Let's put it that way, not full price. And I got upgraded. But it was the worst trip I'd ever had. Rides broken. Um, the parks were not as clean as they used to be. Price increases on stuff, trying to get Fast Pass Plus reservations for stuff that you couldn't get. It was miserable. And I said, I'm not interested in going anymore. And that's when I started going to Universal, instead. But now that I live here and it doesn't take me that long to get to the Disney parks, it's like I go to Disney for the nostalgia. But honestly, if I have my preference, go to Universal. Because if I go to Disney, I do not really want to open my wallet at all because of just how outrageously expensive the merchandise is. The way that they've added these premium prices onto experiences that used to be free. And you can't go and actually enjoy the park without being stuck to your freaking phone for the entire trip.
Well, and that's part of the problem. I mean, again, the whole point in going to a theme park, not an amusement park, but a theme park, is to escape, to be immersed in an environment. How immersive is it when you're buried in your phone, just like you are every day at work, or these kids are
Hmm.
every day at school? You're buried in this damn phone for your entire time. At a theme park, it's supposed to be an enjoyable family visit. I can't talk tonight. I don't know what it is.
It's okay.
But it's you're supposed to be able to hang out together and have an experience together and chill, right? And not get into fights with other family.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, and not get into fights with people
Oof.
who just
Rogue Attraction. My buddy Rogue Attraction's in the chat. And I can't wait to see you in a week and a half, bro. But he's like, Disney has a lot of not anymore.
Yeah, and you know what my biggest pet peeve about that is, right?
Not anymore.
What's being done to Splash Mountain?
Yep.
Used to be, but not anymore. Not anymore. People are going to these parks and they're like, it's not the Disney that I remember. And the thing with Universal that I have to say is they have their own stuff that they are just making the best of it. The fact that, I mean, stuff that they do with Universal Monsters, and they're building a Universal Monsters mansion on top of that.
Yeah, they have a whole new park section, and it's insane, right? And here's part of that. I just want to add real quick. I knew 4 attractions managers at Disney World that all went on. They moved over to Universal to work for them. They're now middle management.
Mm-hmm.
And again, this is all accurate. But Universal hired away the quote unquote institutional memory for Disney. They've taken the Imagineers, they've taken the creatives, they've taken these other people, and they're pulling them in to build out, and recreate what, used to be the Disney difference at Universal. Mm-hmm. So now, is it the Universal difference? Is it Disney 2.0? I don't know.
No, but you can tell just with the immersion. Every time I go and I walk into, let's say, Diagon Alley, I feel like I'm in Diagon Alley. Completely, the immersion is that good. The experience is that good. I can just go to Universal without a reservation, bring my wand that I bought 3 years ago on vacation.
Yeah.
And use it and have a perfect time. No matter how many of those stations they install, my wand is gonna work.
Yeah.
People just go. They're just amazed. They're wrapped up in the fact that they can go and buy butterbeer. They can get one of the wand stations to spew water on people because they're unsuspecting. They can get a robe. They can go into Ollivanders. They can go into where the owlry is. They can look the stage shows that they have there. They can go into a dead on bang on replica of Gringotts Bank.
Yeah,
it's just that.
Yeah, versus this, which is the conversation John was just saying, bringing up. People are still paying for Genie Plus and Lightning Lane and all the other trash because they have no choice. This is the other problem. You've planned this trip for a year.
Mm-hmm.
These families are trapped. I want to go to Disney World. Okay, well, we'll go next year. So for a year, you're saving money to go on this trip. And you have to have a massive budget. Why? Well, because rooms are exorbitantly priced now. Resorts are not, there's no value resort anymore. Sorry.
Not at Disney.
Yeah. So you're spending exorbitant amounts of money, and the perks of spending time on Disney property have been greatly reduced.
Gone.
Yeah. And you, at the same time, unless you have DVC, you're now paying a resort fee for parking.
Mm-hmm.
Which is trash-tasticness. And that used to be part of the Disney difference. We can go through 100 different ways that Disney has changed that. Now, Universal charges a resort fee.
Yes.
It's reasonable. It includes parking and some other stuff, but, at the same time, from every single Universal resort, the transportation system is flawless. It doesn't take that long. It's not like Disney where you have to get on a bus and cross your fingers that you're going to be able to make it from your hotel to your park for your meal reservation that you will be charged for if you don't get there.
I tell you, when I stayed at the dockside, was it dockside? Yeah, because it finally opened after the Wu-Tang flew. Stayed at the dockside, 5-minute bus ride. The only time I had to wait like maybe 15 or 20 minutes for a bus was when it was in the middle of the day and there wasn't that much activity going on. But in the evening, the bus was either waiting or was pulling up within
Yeah.
like 5 minutes,
Yeah.
and boom, you're out. Yeah, we had a resort fee that was maybe, I think, 12. I think the
I think
resort fee was
I think
$12. It
think it's
included
I think it's just I
parking,
think it's closer to 20 now, but yeah.
something like that.
20 or a
But
little
we
over
had a
20. Yeah.
flippin' Starbucks in a value resort.
Well, and you also, I mean, think about it. I mean, you have a walk across the street, catch one of the boats thing.
Yes.
You had, I mean, there's a lot of ways to get to the parks. There you don't have to walk all that far. I again, it's just there's a monumental difference. And again, I mean, Disney World's a massive property, right? But
Well, how much
at the
is the
same time,
resort fee?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, no resort fee. Excuse me. Okay, maybe that's what it is. Thank you,
Okay.
John. Okay,
Okay.
thanks for
Yeah.
correcting
Thank
that.
you.
Yeah.
I just paid it. I just
Yeah,
I just paid the
well, I thought
part.
it was a resort fee, but um, it, yeah, maybe it was a parking fee. I don't know. I was paying. I have a rental car. I don't go anywhere without a rental car, so maybe that's what it was. But
Okay.
all I know is that whatever it was, it was nominal compared to what I get charged. In fact, I get charged for like the Disney Springs area hotels. They charge more than Universal Orlando does for parking.
Yeah, they do.
So it's just dumb.
I had issues with that. But Dr. Dragon says, I mean, the way I see it is certain shills go to the parks, yet they complain about the prices, but still go, which is why I really don't trust these bloggers. Nothing against you, Lorena. I know your style. Yeah, me, I live so close that I mitigate stuff. Like, I don't buy stuff to drink when I go there. I have like my Mio water, my things around it. It's like you either deal with the price or you don't. So I inform people of what's there, and I tell you, and you know my style. I'll tell you if something's worth it or if it's not worth it. Some people, for them, they're completely invested in doing this. Nothing against how some other bloggers do things, but some do have a vested interest in showing you the best of what it is, even despite how much money it costs or whatever. Some people do that. For me, there's just certain things I won't buy. Like I don't buy snacks in the parks. If I do buy snacks, I usually get them from Disney Springs. You guys know I go to I go to Gideon's, but those are local companies, and I'll go and I'll go and do that. But Universal, it's a fight to keep my wallet shut
Well, and
at
again, I
Universal.
mean, it's so easy. It's so easy to, spend a little bit. And the Express Pass is completely worth it.
Oh God,
Um,
yeah. If you stay at one of their top tier resorts at Universal,
it's the best.
everyone in your room gets the express pass.
Yeah, it's the best. And then, I take full advantage of that, right? And it's another reason why if you're going to go to the Halloween, Halloween Horror Nights, and if you haven't already done so, you should have maybe upgrade for one of those express line issues
Yeah.
things. But yeah, there's a reason you do it. To jump is to jump to the front of the line. So and Rogue Attractions, I just buy what I like. That's it. That's it. Whatever park. Well, Rogue.
And that's pretty much what it is. I mean, they jacked up the price on the astromech robots because
John,
I was going to
John.
build myself a robot,
Yeah.
and I decided not to. They jacked the price up by like
There's no
20 bucks.
point. I mean, you could
Yes.
honestly, you could buy the parts and build it for cheaper from,
Yeah.
several different online site communities.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
said
I've
I'm going
made
to
it
get
to
my
Hard
Tauntaun.
Rock. I always do that. Yeah, not Hollywood Planet Hollywood Hard Rock. Yeah. Yeah, it's 25 a day. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it just
Ah,
wasn't much, but yeah, I'm just like, I'm just gonna get my Tauntaun, and
yeah,
that's pretty.
The Royal Pacific is where the boss and I like to stay.
I like the Royal Pacific.
And the Hard Rock is the one of the easiest entries because you basically just walk around to the end of the hotel and you're basically into the Universal Park. So,
Yeah.
but it's yeah, Express Pass are just the way to go.
Rogue says, curious if Universal will need to limit top tier annual
Yeah.
passes to a point to keep Express Pass working if enough flee from Disney. I think their Express Pass, the way that
Already
they've
limited.
priced it, I don't I don't think they're going to limit their top tier annual passes.
Yeah, and I strongly suspect that when the other park opens, that problem will take care of itself.
Yeah.
You know,
Express Pass is not something that's cheap for you to buy
do
as
not
a day
confuse
guest.
Planet Hollywood with a food blogger. Okay, John, I'm sorry. Oh, and by the way, John, you're not the blogger we're referring to.
No, man.
love you, man.
No.
Uh,
No.
Look, we are huge fans of Clownfish TV, and you know it's like these are the people you guys are the people we love. It's like please let's talk the truth for a change.
Yes. It's like it's one thing if, and we talk about the pixie dusters who were like, this is fine, this is fine. It costs this much money, but it's still okay. You should still buy it. I'm gonna tell you, no, don't buy it. Do not buy it. Do not waste your money.
What's go ahead, I'm sorry.
And I was gonna say, it's kind of like when people are hyping up, oh, you should do these dessert parties. It's like $100. We
Oh,
wish it wasn't that much, but you should still do it. I'm gonna tell you, no.
no.
Absolutely flipping not. You save that money and do something else
Yeah.
with it. Go get a Dole Whip. Have your friend or family member, the designated family member, scoop out your spot, have somebody run and get desserts and bring them back, and you're fine. But don't pay. No dessert party is worth $100 a
Not
person.
a person? No, it's insane. Do you realize you could go to you would be well on your way to an annual pass at Universal for that kind of money? It's like, why? What are you doing with your money?
I just could not. I couldn't flip and justify that. I think the last time I paid for a dessert party, I think it was $50 and I was at Disneyland for Halloween time.
Yeah.
And that was actually worth it because I got seating for Fantasmic and all of that. But $100, no. See, that's the difference. I will tell you without hesitation.
Private parties are a little bit different.
Yeah.
You know, and that's a little different. And then, of course, you know, John brings in the conversation. In fairness, it's hard to say negative things when WDW or Universal Orlando are giving you free stuff. No, it's really not. I mean,
You
I
know,
understand where you're coming from, and you do a great job of that. But you know, it's easy for me to still say, look, your Star Wars hotel sucks rocks. I was offered the opportunity to go at a big free or at an extremely discounted rate and didn't go. What does that say?
I'm
Star Wars
kind
hotel
of
sucks.
it's like I get it, but here's kind of my perspective when I'm coming from with the way that I evaluate things. My family was one of those families that took a long time for them to save up. Yes, we had relatives that were in Florida, but it was a much cheaper to go and visit relatives and have dinner there or have somebody make dinner as opposed to paying exorbitant amounts of money to go to Disney World. So when we did, it was something that had to be saved up for a long time. So even if they give me stuff for free, I have to be honest because I have to be honest for those people who are taking months and years to save money to go. And I think about that when I give my opinion. So if I was ever in a position, and this is just me, if I was ever in a position where they're like, we'll give you this for free, but we need you to write a review. I'm like, I'm going to be honest about it.
Yeah,
because I do not like people wasting their money.
And I think John and everybody else that's had those opportunities, there are people that have, you know, fortitude, you know, and you know, and are going to tell the truth. Sorry, I mean, yeah, and you know, and if I'm going to buy anything from Disney parks, yeah, Character Warehouse. Yeah, Tom Jr. Jackson.
Oh, I got to take y'all there. I took my sister to the Character Warehouse. She was like, oh, so this is where they dump stuff. I said, yeah, this is where they dump stuff. They used to have one in St. Augustine, but they don't have that one. They don't have that one there on anymore. But hey, Kaylee, good to see you. Says Disney likes to rip people off. It's certainly priced that high. It really is. So I tell people, watch out. Watch out. Definitely. Definitely. You definitely do not get the value you used to be. That's for darn sure. And also, I know some people say Bob Chapek, and that is true on some points. But I notice a lot of people don't seem to light a fire under Josh D'Amaro.
They should, dude,
because they need to. He is the one.
He came in. He came in as a hero, right? And he, for a good reason, right? This dude is about the cast and the guest. Well, the guest can go eat a bag right now, and you know, and the cast is getting just destroyed. So the two things that in the two groups that love this guy, he is just crapped all over.
It is just I've never understood that when I see, and I've said this on Twitter a couple of times. John, I believe you do. We know you're cool. We know you're cool. But I noticed that I've been on Twitter and I've seen people, you know, fire Chapek, and the other thing. And I said, you do know he does not run the parks, right? Josh D'Amaro runs the park. So why aren't you holding Josh D'Amaro accountable?
Yeah, except that it's not just him. I mean, consider this: all the budgetary cuts that happened to the rebuild of Epcot under Project Galamadama, screwed everything up, tear shit down, rebuild it the same way. Everything that happened under that, all those cuts came out of Chapek, right? And you have to remember, the whole guy that got the ball rolling there was Chapek before all that shit got handed over. So again, you know, when it comes to the films and the television products and everything else that we're seeing now that we all hate, that was Iger's fault. Sorry, it's true. But when it comes to the theme park stuff, all of that was Chapek's fault starting in 2017. So let's dial it back and understand what happens. It takes a while for all these things to catch up. But it doesn't change anything. Josh has done little to fight, you know, for the budget that is required for maintenance.
That's what I'm talking about.
He's done little to take care of the employees, even considering how many they laid off so that the executives could get their effing
30,000 by email.
Yeah. I mean, we can go all into this, but yeah, and John thinks that Josh will be CEO in 2 years, so be careful what you wish for. I don't wish for that at all.
No, I don't.
Yeah, Josh would be a terrible CEO.
I don't.
He is a wherever the wind blows guy. And you know what? He's been exposed for that.
Yeah.
And that's a shame.
Yeah. It's like it really, you know, it really is. I mean, I'm one of those people where I never put him, you know, on a pedestal when he was, you know, announced as the head of the parks. I'm like, we'll see what he does. Although some people are like, it's going to be great. He's going to do X, Y, and Z. It's like, why don't we wait and see what he does? And from what I've been seeing in the parks, I'm not impressed. That's why I was just like, why aren't people like, you know, hey, Josh, you want to let us know what's going on? Why is X, Y, and Z happening? But I tell you, it's something else. It's something else. Abigail Disney can get bent.
Yeah, and
I have to say that.
I was actually typing this out, but she's actually not the granddaughter of Walt. She's the granddaughter of Roy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and her takes on life are heavily influenced by the fact that, well, she's done little in her life to do anything. You know, and again, it comes out of this whole this complete misunderstanding of the experience of the customer, because if you've been raised with a silver spoon from the time you were born, you don't connect well with your common man unless you like engage in what the common man does. Walt spent every day with the common man, right? He was still a businessman and he was cutthroat at that. I mean, I'm not going to sugarcoat the guy. I won't do it. My mom won't let me do it. But
he wanted to make a buck too.
Yeah, but at the same time, he understood that everybody needed a place to get together that would be clean and safe and not littered and all of that.
Exactly.
Yeah. And it's just it's completely different. You had oh, see you later, Rogue. You had Walt as a visionary and Roy as a banker. And Disney has always worked better when things are divided between two people.
Mhm.
Eisner was most effective when he had his balance, right? When he lost his balance, that's when he lost direction, because he could be a visionary all day, but he needed the other person there to like check him. Walt and Roy, same thing.
Mhm.
You know, so it's that one thing that I think we've been missing, right? Iger and Chapek, in those positions, they were never going to work. Iger wasn't really a visionary. He was an acquirer, and he didn't have a balance. But he acquired a lot of stuff, and he increased company value, which made shareholders happy. And Dylan is correct. Epitome of privileged indeed.
Completely.
Yeah. And
Completely.
so, look, her documentary, take from it what you will, and the plight of the cast member is real. Believe me, I know. But at the same time, little has been done to shift that, regardless of how much anybody along the chain line, the chain of command has brought it into the forefront. And Abigail's documentary won't do much, or if anything at all. And again, I'm just being honest, because I still, although there are fewer and fewer people that I know that work for Disney, there's still few. And nothing across all the departments has improved, whether it be retail, Imagineering, ground level cast member in theme parks, attraction managers, et cetera, leads,
Nothing
all that. Yeah.
nothing has. I look at it, I still hear, cast members talking about, hours, their hours are getting cut.
Yep.
The cost of living, which is crazy.
It's bonkers.
For them to deal with here. And of course, the big, huge announcement, I think, was, we're going to give our cast members Disney Plus. You're not going to give them a raise.
No, you get $9 a month.
But you're going to give them, you're going to give them Disney Plus. Hey, someone. It is ridiculous how badly treated the cast members are, considering how many of them work so hard to give you, for most of them, I'll say most of them, because you got some not so magical cast members out there, but for the most part, they're the face of Disney that people see when it comes to your vacations.
And then you can tell the cast members now aren't delivering what they did 10 years ago.
No, absolutely not.
In many cases, not all, but in many cases, it isn't their fault, because they've been placed in some very difficult situations. Mm-hmm. And this has been going on for a long period of time. And, it's a problem. But I look at this and I'm going, okay, if these numbers are true that recently came out, that only 60% of Disney subscribers pay for the service Disney Plus, that's terrifying for an investor. So if that's confirmed, it says a lot, especially when you're now giving it to employees who number in the how many thousands, tens of thousands?
At least, I think, like at least 30,000.
No, if you're just talking about Disney World, 35,000.
Disney World, yeah. There, but I pay a penny.
And this is a great story.
Yes, Universal Orlando beat 3 out of 4 Disney parks in attendance. So this is coming from Theme Park Tribune. And apparently an annual report from Themed Entertainment Association and the Economics Practice at Professional Service, ACOM, estimates theme park attendance at the world's most popular park. So we go down here to the numbers. Magic Kingdom.
Of course. Hey, T8.
That makes total and complete sense. Magic Kingdom still my favorite park to go to, nostalgia wise. Like I've said here on the show before, 4 generations of my family have been to the Magic Kingdom.
Yeah.
So that's where I got my first taste of Disney. That's where, we would go. That is always going to be my favorite part whatsoever. So then you have the next one, which is Universal's Islands of Adventure, which is an amazing flipping
Yeah.
park.
Well, and to be fair, John's saying, let's not read too much into their report for now. I know where you're coming from because of how they have to calculate it. But I've never believed Disney's attendance numbers.
If I go from what I see on a weekly basis, sometimes 2 to 3 times a week, between bye Cat, good seeing ya, good seeing ya. When I look at 3 times a week going to these parks, I really can't say that these numbers are not accurate. Magic Kingdom, definitely. That's always been crowded when I go.
It's juiced constantly.
Islands of Adventure, usually more slight. It kind of depends on the day between whether it's the studios or Islands of Adventure. If you're a thrill park enthusiast, you're heading over to Islands of Adventure. If you want something a little bit less thrilling but still kind of fun, you're going to Universal. Those parks are crowded. Over the past weekend, my God, trying to park. That's why I was late for my stream, because there were so many people trying to park. Just the volumes of people that go through there. Hollywood Studios, it's okay. It's still got folks in there. Of course, you got Galaxy's Edge and all of that. Have not been to Disneyland the longest time, so I can't say so. Epcot definitely has less attendance than it used to. And considering there's a big, huge, giant freaking hole in the middle of Epcot, I totally believe that's down. And let's see. Animal Kingdom. Animal Kingdom is usually the one with the least attendance at Disney World. It's not bad. I think it's an excellent park. I really, really do. But compared to the other 3 Disney parks, that one is not as popular, just because so much of it, it doesn't have, I guess some people kind of think it's a zoo. It's not a zoo, but it just isn't. And a lot of it is outside with the attractions and how big it is at the same time. It's a big park. So I really don't think that they're off with these numbers. And this is just going by what I've seen, with my own eyes.
TEA, I mean, they've been doing this for a long time. I think they're real close. These numbers are also down. Disneyland actually should be higher on this list. It always surprises me when they're not. Just knowing what the attendance in the parks at the turnstiles used to be. So that always concerns me. But again, if this stuff is accurate, there's some fall off there, which isn't good.
Yeah, it's not good at all. Not good at all. And of course, speaking of Universal, yes, they are doing lots of work at Epic Universe. It's coming together
It's gonna
quickly.
it's gonna be amazing. I'm very much looking forward to it. I know you are. I mean,
God, I can't wait.
and I know, and I'm still, I'm still 22 months plus from being there. It makes me crazy.
I'm so excited. So
Yeah.
excited to go.
Yeah.
Well, folks, thank you guys so much for being here and hanging out with us. Thought you'd give you a little bit of update of these price increases coming to Disney because, well, Disney World, Central Florida, it is a big deal having all of that happen. And if you're happening to planning a trip, you're forearmed with knowledge.
But know this. We're going to see those of you who are going to be in Orlando in less than 2 weeks.
Yes.
So excited.
Yes. So excited, so excited. Can't wait to see you guys. Well, that's going to do it for tonight's show. Thank you so very much. Please do hit that like button, subscribe to Culture Casino, subscribe to myself, and we will see you next time. Bye, guys.
Bye.